morning. It's May 13th, and we're planting our Georgia Jet sweet potatoes plants along this trellis. We're in our driveway, and this is a little planter that we've made, and we planted the first four, and I decided to go ahead and just make a video of it, putting these guys in the ground. And you'll see here on this little trellis we made, it goes about all the way up the side of our home, and I put some strings on this guy to help these vines grow up it. Once they get to growing here, I can start wrapping them around the wood itself. But this area is 12 foot long by 16 inches wide, where the potatoes are actually going to be planted, or the plants rather. And last year we got 95 pounds out of this row. We grow them vertically because we just don't have the room to let them sprawl everywhere and grow out in our walk path. So we grow these things vertically, and they'll grow all the way up to the eave of the house, which is over 8 feet to get to the top there. So this is how we do it. We actually put a video up about a little over a month ago on getting this planter box ready. It's I believe the name of it on the name of the video on the channel is Preparing Our Sweet Potato Soil. But we wait till after Mother's Day to plant these guys, because that's our last frost date. And these sweet potato plants are plants that from our sweet potatoes we grew here last year. We have videos on the channel to show you how to make your own slips, so you don't have to pay $2 a piece for them and pay for your shipping. It's real easy to make your own sweet potato slips. So we'll show you how we get these guys in the ground and run them up this string to get them to the trellis. So you can see how long these things are. Some of them was about 3-4 foot long. So we're going to go ahead and get these in the ground now that we don't have any more frost coming in here. Soil prep we did a little over a month ago. You can see how nice and rich this soil is, and it's ready to be planted in. We're not going to add any amendments because we've already got them in here. There's no need to fertilize these guys. If you want to know how we do it, just check out that video on our soil prep, and that'll show you everything we do to grow these sweet potatoes vertically. You can see how root bound these plants are, so we're going to go ahead and just lightly pull these roots on the bottom here loose so they can start growing straight down into the soil instead of spiraling around the bottom of this cup. And I'll just take this string and we'll tie it on this barbecue skewer. Stick this guy in the ground right here by the plant. And then I'll just take this vine and start wrapping it around that string. get it up to this first run of wood here. And there we go. Push that back down in there. And as these sweet potatoes, the sun gets around here on them, those leaves will turn back up the opposite way, facing up. These cups have been sitting here for over a week, and the vines laying on the ground, so they've all twisted up. So once the sun hits them, they'll straighten back up. Make sure we're still recording. Sometimes that tablet acts funky and it'll cut off on its own. And this soil is real light and airy. It's not compacted at all. I think that's why we got such massive sweet potatoes last year on our amazing sweet potato harvest video. If you haven't seen that, you may want to check that out. That was a pretty good video. Pull all that loose. All right. And we may have to go back through here, and every spot we have a string, put another string, because as these grow up, they'll also spread out and start growing off to the side. So we'll add some more string as they get to growing, and then we can twist them around that to keep them off the ground. That should hold for a little bit just to get us started anyway. And I'll just wrap that one around there too. We'll let them climb up this, we'll just let them climb up the string. See, some of these are getting pretty long. Now our spacing is 12 inches apart, and we found that that works great for us. With this row, we can get 12 plants in here. Looks like some of these are already going to start forming a sweet potato. Already wrapping each other. There we go. So let's just do this. Now last year, this thing got so full you couldn't even see this this trellis. So we're hoping, Lord willing, we get the same thing happen this year, and it'll be all full of vines. It does make it a little hard to water, but we'll work that out when we come to that. This soil being really loose is what helps us to grow some of these really big sweet potatoes. If you're trying to grow them in hard, compacted clay, which is what this was before we dug all that out and put our good soil in there, then you may have a challenge on your hand there. If you'll get some of that clay out of your ground, put you some pot mix and amend it with a lot of other good things like mulch and grass clippings. Like I say, it's in the video on how we prep this, and we find that when we have a nice loose medium to plant in, you can get really large sweet potatoes, and that's what we like, because a large sweet potato stores a long time. We're still eating off of them from last year, and it's looking like we're going to have sweet potatoes last us all the way up until hopefully harvest of these guys in October. That's how it was last year at any rate. So we'll just have to see what happens. We get about a year in storage with our sweet potatoes, and we've got a video on our channel on how we cure and store the sweet potatoes we harvest to get about a year out of them without any refrigeration. You can check that video out too, it's pretty good. It's on the channel. We're going to just go ahead and double wrap these for now, and then as they start spreading out, I'll add some more strings in here. I've got some other things to do this morning, so we can't spend all day on this. We just got to get them in the ground because they're severely root bound in these cups. And as these things grow and get full of leaves, we'll pull off some of these small leaves, because the sweet potato leaves are edible, and they're great in stir-fry dishes or chopped up even in a salad. Make sure the video's still going. That's a long one. See that? Tangled up worse than Medusa's hair. Scissors. Pick my mess up as I go. I think next year when I start these slips, before they get planted, I'm going to start them about a couple of weeks later. That'll help us out where they're not so big, dangly. Okay. We'll just get it. All right. Okay, see what we get. Just a little bit. There we go. We'll do one of these little guys. Tighten it up on the stick. There we go. Now we're in business. Okay. And with sweet potatoes, it don't matter if you bury them a little deeper, kind of like a tomato. It'll be just fine. Okay. There we go. It's already grabbed the other plant. Go ahead and snap that off. Okay. Now, as we water these guys in, that ground will settle down in there around the plant, and well, I didn't mash it down real hard. I don't want to mash it down and compact the soil. That keeps our sweet potatoes able to just grow and spread out. Now this trellis, it's about, I don't know, 14 inches off the side of the house. If you're going to do this and grow them vertically, don't grow them right on the side of your house. You don't want these vines growing right up underneath your vinyl siding or aluminum siding or anything like that. We haven't had any issues with that. Yeah, they will touch the siding, but if you manage it and pull them off the siding, which they don't stick to the siding or anything, they just lay up along it. So what I do is I'll come back and pull those away from the house and wrap them around the strings. You got to be smart when you do stuff. You just can't put them in the ground and let them go. I mean, you can if that's what you want to do, but I'd advise not to do that if you're going to plant them right beside your house. So keep your arbor away off of your house a little ways, and then down here they grow straight down into the ground. Our driveway stops along these little paver stones, and they just go. It's very deep, but the good soil that we put in here is only about a foot deep. And no, the vines don't grow underneath the crawl space, into the crawl space, and rip our water lines apart. I've had so many comments on the video last year. I guess it could, but we don't have any issues like that. I've grown them here many years, and never once have I had one grow down deep enough to go under my foundation and come back up into my crawl space and rip my pipes out of the wall. It's just, I guess it can happen. It hasn't happened. I maintain this stuff and make sure we don't have any issues. Now, what will happen is they'll get so thick and lush in here that they will grow out into the walk path here. And then at that point in time, I just keep pushing them back. I don't cut them off. I just let them go. And then that way the sweet potatoes can get as big as they can get. I guess that's about it for now. We'll just keep you guys posted on how they're doing. And this is how we grow our sweet potatoes vertically. We string them up along this trellis till they get to the very top. And then I'll just start wrapping them around the wood. We seem to find this works great for us. If you've never grown them vertically, give it a try. And if you have the room to just let them sprawl, well, if that's what works for you, then have at it. But we appreciate everybody for watching our videos and giving us a like, a thumbs up, and sharing our videos. And as always, thanks for watching.